Sure,
image,
no
because they were all
problem.
kind of close together. Okay, so go ahead. I'm
All
sorry.
right, no
I'm not going
problem.
to introduce my own item.
No, it's okay. Old habits die hard. I understand it. It's okay. So talk about a way to add a really impressive form of movement and texture in your garden. This grabs your attention and adds a lot of visual interest. It has a kinetic spinner, so even on a day when it is not windy at all, you will still get that gorgeous spin. And that is because it's a battery operated. You just need one D battery. We have a few different options for you. This is the flower. And look at that.
I'm just spreading it out. When I was explaining this to my mother over the phone, and Mom, if you're watching, this is what I meant. When you get it, it's going to be flat like this.
Okay.
But see how this is all pierced, and what you're supposed to do is kind of just push it with your thumb and your finger so that it spreads out, because that's how you get this effect, that kaleidoscope effect when it spins.
Oh, it's beautiful. Flower in the middle. I know so many of you are going to love this one. It's the dog. And we do have squirrel, and we'll also show you at the wonderful little hanging token on each of them matches back. So the squirrel has a little acorn, the dog has a paw print, the flower has a hummingbird. On QVC.com, very limited, but we do still have cat available. 4 dozen remain in cat. If you were a cat lover, do not wait. Call that number, 800-500-7590.
And the cat one is done in like shades of blue and green.
Oh, wow.
So what we did with this for the first time, guys, is first of all, these used to be on QVC, a different version, obviously, years and years and years ago, and they were very popular. And when we would have them out on the set, because they weren't outside in the wind, we incorporated a little device to make them spin. And customers would always write to me and say, can I buy that? I want the spinner thing so I can hang it in the house or just make it spin when I want to. And it was never for sale. So when I put my collection together this year, I said, we need to include that.
So smart.
So you're going to get, I'll take the dog down real quick to show you. You're going to get this contraption, which is basically you screw it apart and put a D battery inside, screw it back together and turn it on. There's no timer, so you need to turn it on and off. But you can see how it's spinning right here. So that will make your spinner spin whether it's outside or not. It's not going to spin super fast, and you don't have to use this if you want to just hang it on a tree branch and let it spin by itself. But it is included at no extra charge. And then we decided to do animal themes on the inside with a kind of a flower motif around the outside. The doggy does have a paw at the bottom.
Look at his little paw print.
The cat, by the way, has a fish at the bottom. I don't know if you saw that in the picture. And then the flower has a hummingbird.
This is a really beautiful hummingbird too. I'll just hold it here for a moment so you can see. Look at the color and the gradients of color and that beautiful shine.
And just make sure when you get it that you spread them apart a little bit, because that way they'll spin better and you'll be able to see the effect. Now the squirrel is a little different. He's done in copper tones. And again, we thought this would be great for those of you who don't want something multicolor or somebody who wants to carry that design over into the fall.
Our cat, now 1 dozen remain. So last call for cat. But we do have the flower, the dog, and the squirrel still available.
Now these don't do anything except look cute and pretty. And when you put them outside, they're like a light catcher. So they don't make a noise. They won't scare the birds away like some wind chimes might. And I just think they're so mesmerizing.
I do too. I want to just stare at it.
And if you want to turn that timer on for the the hour or two that you're outside and make it spin, you can do that, and then just let it spin on its own the rest of the time.
Wow.
It is about 30 inches long in total when you attach that spinner to the top. And so it's not teeny. I was at Disney World a few years ago, and there was a vendor there in Epcot. They had a garden event going on, and he had a line around his booth buying these because they're really hard to find.
Yeah, I haven't seen them before, and especially not with the level of detail, the different colors as well as you're sort of getting gradients. It's really so well done. It's less than a pound as well, so very easy that the wind is going to catch it, but of course it does have that kinetic spinner with the battery. So,
and powder coated metal, so it's not going to get rusty. It'll look nice outside.
Perfect, indoor or outdoor safe. 1D battery is all you need for that kinetic spinner with the Rotator. $30.98, you're saving